In ancient Israel, during a time when judges ruled the land, a prophecy was foretold to a barren woman by an angel of God. The angel announced that she would bear a son who was destined to rescue Israel from the oppression of the Philistines. This child was to be consecrated as a Nazirite from birth, meaning he was set apart for God, and among the restrictions he was to follow, he was never to cut his hair. The child born from this divine declaration was named Samson. As he grew, it became clear that he was blessed with extraordinary strength. His reputation soon spread far beyond the borders of his village, for Samson was not only physically powerful but also possessed a bold and adventurous spirit. Despite his divine purpose, Samson struggled with his personal desires and weaknesses. He developed a relationship with a Philistine woman from Timnah, which his parents disapproved of due to her pagan roots. Yet, Samson insisted, for he was captivated by her beauty. On his way to arrange the marriage, Samson had a remarkable encounter with a young lion that attacked him. Using his bare hands, Samson tore the lion apart. Later, as Samson returned to Timnah, he discovered bees had created a hive within the carcass of the lion, producing honey. Samson scooped some of the honey and offered it to his parents without revealing its source. The wedding feast lasted 7 days, and Samson posed this riddle to his 30 Philistine companions as part of a wager, promising extravagant garments for those who could solve it. When they couldn't decipher the riddle, they coerced his new wife to extract the answer from Samson. In agony over her pleading, Samson revealed the secret. The Philistines then answered the riddle using her information. Enraged, Samson went to a nearby town and killed 30 men, taking their garments to pay his debt. This act set off a chain of events that only further inflamed the conflict between Samson and the Philistines. As tensions increased, Samson continued to exploit his great strength to combat the Philistine oppression, often single-handedly. One of the most famous feats was his slaying of 1,000 Philistine soldiers using only the jawbone of a donkey. Samson faced his greatest challenge not on the battlefield but through his infatuation with another Philistine woman named Delilah. The Philistine leaders bribed her to discover the secret of his immense strength. After persistent coaxing, Samson eventually confided in her that his strength lay in his uncut hair. While he slept, Delilah had his hair cut, stripping him of his strength. The Philistines seized Samson, blinded him, and held him captive. In prison, Samson's hair slowly began to grow back. During a celebration in honor of their god Dagon, the Philistines brought him out as entertainment. Samson, humbled and repentant, prayed for strength once more. With a final burst of power granted by God, he brought down the pillars of the temple, collapsing the building and killing himself along with thousands of Philistines. Thus, Samson's life was a blend of triumph and tragedy, defined by both his prodigious strengths and human weaknesses. He judged Israel for 20 years. His story remains a powerful testament to the complexity of human nature and divine destiny.